Hi, Val. Say hi.
Hi, I'm Veronica from Notes Weekly, and on this video, I'll tell you all about my experience getting a laparotomy, myomectomy, pre-op, and post-op. Grab a pen, take some notes, details up next. Just to give you an idea, when I was pregnant with my daughter, they found a 1.5 centimeter fibroid in my uterus, and the OB said it was totally fine to carry on with the pregnancy. I delivered our baby, we welcomed her to the world, and I think the last measurement of the fibroid was 2.7 centimeters. And I didn't really think much of it because the OB said that most women will develop fibroid in their lifetime. At that time, it wasn't really causing any problems for me anyway. However, when my period returned 2 months after our baby was born, I noticed that I was changing my pad more frequently. In the past, I would only use 3 regular pads in a day. However, after my period return, I have to use overnight long pads even during the day, and I would have to change it every 6 hours because my period just got heavier. And so, I just carried on with life. I was on maternity break for about a year. I got a new job as a nurse educator. I returned to work, but I became very tired because I was getting this heavy bleeding and I was looking after our daughter and I'm trying to figure out, my new job. So it was just a bit exhausting. As my period became longer and heavier, I actually got admitted in ED this year because I needed blood transfusion and iron infusion because I was just bleeding a lot. I got an ultrasound scan while I was in ED and they found out that there's a reasonably sized fibroid in my uterus and it was 7 centimeters in size. By the way, for your reference, fibroids can grow on different parts of the uterus. You can also have more than one fibroid. Size can also vary from a pea to a watermelon. The treatment also varies depending on the extent of your symptoms, your age, your fertility goals, number and size of fibroids, previous fibroid treatments, and your present health condition. In my situation, because I was very symptomatic with it, the only option for me was surgery. And because I am relatively young, we thought about preserving my uterus. And I met the surgeon 2 weeks after I presented in ED. And unfortunately, because my fibroid was relatively large in size, they couldn't really do a laparoscopic procedure, so they have to do a laparotomy instead, which means they have to make an abdominal incision. I normally tell people that laparotomy, myomectomy is like having a cesarean section, but instead of having a baby, you get a fibroid instead. After my appointment with the surgeon, he did say that he can't really promise when the surgery will happen. I think they're aiming to do the procedure within 4 months. And because I don't have private insurance, I just have to go and wait through the public health system. While waiting for the surgery, I was on oral medications. I got an IM injection, hoping that I won't have to carry on with the oral medication. But as soon as I stopped that, my bleeding got worse and I got admitted in ED again. I was actually at work that day, and then after lunch, I was preparing for an in-service for the nurses. I invited someone from Path Lab to talk about blood transfusion, but at that point, I was really bleeding a lot. A clot come out like the size of my fist, so I was obviously, I got really terrified of that, and I was feeling a bit dizzy, so I ended up in ED that day. The surgery was scheduled much sooner. Today, I'll just go to town to have my blood test, basically for group and hold for the operation on Monday. So I imagine it'll just be a quick drive and usually don't have to wait for long to get your bloods done unless there's really a lot of people, which happened one time. I went to Path Lab. I think it took about 45 minutes before they actually saw me. But otherwise, you usually don't have to wait for long. And because I am a New Zealand citizen, I don't have to pay for the blood test. So yeah, there you go. I'll see you shortly. We just got back from the Path Lab. It definitely took longer than expected. Parang mga 30-35 minutes kaming nandun, which is not too bad. But yun nga, I think medyo busy talaga at the moment. But yeah, we're just heading home now. Morning! So today is the day of the surgery. Sorry, ang dilim ko lang. I'm just going to prepare, have a quick shower. Obviously, I can't eat breakfast. Nilbay mouth ako since 2:30. this morning, and then I think I can only have water until up to 6 o'clock. And it's nearly 5 o'clock in the morning. So, yan. This is my hospital bag. And this is just my hospital bag. Feeling ko masyado siyang malaki. But anyway, I prefer this bag because I'll be by myself in the hospital. It's COVID-19, so we are at level 2 in our area, and they're not really allowing more than one visitor sa day stay unit. And because it'll be my husband and then my daughter, that's technically over one person. So I'll just be by myself. So I just wanted to have a bag which I can easily move around with, because after the operation, I imagine it's gonna be painful. So anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. And yeah, just prepare. We're going to the hospital. I got admitted around 7 o'clock in the morning and changed to a hospital gown, which was surprisingly comfortable. And I also had to wear TED stockings and non-slip socks. I was second on the theater list, so I went to theater around 11:15. They gave me IV sedation, I had spinal anesthesia, and then general anesthesia. And by the time I woke up, I was already in PACU. I was in PACU for about 45 minutes before transferring to the gynae ward, and this was the view from my room. My daughter and husband was allowed to visit me in the ward, so that was really good to see them after the operation. By the way, for your reference, I had to leave all of my belongings in the day stay unit, and the nurses put a tag on the bag, and the attendants transferred the hospital bag to the gynae ward. I did have to wait for a little bit before I got my phone and my bag, so yeah, just letting you know for your reference. After my surgery, I had IV fluids and I was also connected to a PCA, so that helped with my pain management. This is what my dressing looked like post-op, and this is a photo of the fibroid or the myoma that was taken out of my body. So from 7 centimeters, it actually grew to 10 centimeters in just 9 weeks. And there is a marker there just for size reference. And yeah, I'm glad that they managed to take it out. I still wore the TED stockings post-op, and I had the sequential compression device on, and they actually placed an IDC as well. Okay naman sa first night ko so far. I feel okay, and I have the PCA, so okay naman siya. And then may oral pain relief din ako na paracetamol tsaka 𝐍𝐞𝐴. So yeah, I'm just recovering. I was actually up on my feet kanina, getting changed, so it wasn't too bad. Good morning, world. So it was quite hot last night, so I asked the nurse for a fan, so that was good. The TED stockings that I have on are really hot. Anyway, that's my breakfast for today, and the sun is out. Today is day 3 after my operation. I am sore everywhere. I feel like a truck has run over my body. My shoulder hurts, my neck hurts, and my abdomen hurts. I think because, I'm trying to stand up straight and I'm using all of these muscles to be upright. But other than that, I'm okay. And hopefully I am going home today. Still wearing my gorgeous TED stockings. Kandano. For my wound, my dressing is still okay. It's just that it really hurts at the sides, on both sides of the incision. So, but I have watched a YouTube video before, and then she also said that that's where it hurt the most for her. So I suppose maybe that's just a normal thing. And I'm just waiting for breakfast. So it won't be until 8 o'clock. And yeah, morning meds. And then hopefully I can get ready, sort myself out, and go home today, hopefully. And if you are wondering, so this is the hospital gown that I was wearing. I got this from Amazon when I was pregnant. And this is actually my favorite out of the two. So it opens at the front, so if they need to do ECG or anything like that, they can easily do so. But most especially, it opens at the back as well, so you can easily take it out that way. Overall, in my experience, I definitely had a more difficult day 3 post-op compared to day 2. Day 2 post-op, I thought I could conquer the world, but day 3 post-op, I was just in a lot of pain and I was very exhausted. And on my next video, I'll show you a bit of a hospital room tour, if I may put it that way. And I'll also show you the recovery period from day 3 and day 7 post-op at home. I do want to thank everyone who sent their well wishes for my surgery and for my recovery. I really appreciate all your help. And I did watch some YouTube videos of other women who had their myomectomy procedure. What helped me the most, I think, was a video from the Organized Sopranos and Hair de la Creme. So thank you so much for creating those videos. That really helped me with my journey. As always, I wish you all the best with your journey and I hope you will be blessed. I'll see you soon. Bye! If you watched this video until the end, then please write a heart emoji in the comment section below. I'll see you on the next one.